suéltate, te están mirando, toca romper. El negro, mami, I wanna make you mine. Sabes que estás very.
Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. Getting his feet wet early in the year, just outside that top 5. He's a rookie to track the rest of the way.
So far, his rookie season has been off to a strong start. Things are going pretty smoothly.
I'm impressed by his contributions. A few of the other rookies are getting a lot more attention, but this guy's playing a valuable role for them already.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Junior, and it's the prodigy in at the point. They've got Hardy, and it's the prodigy in at point guard. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
Pass to Hardy. Jones sets a screen. Here's Hardy. Fires from deep. Goes back up. Jones misses. Here we go. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the away team. Higgins taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Pass to the prodigy. And we're about a minute into the first. Rebounded by Johnson. The prodigy passes to Johnson.
Home team foul. Number 7. First personal foul. Second team foul. Home team. Number 42. Junior Adams.
The prodigy passes to Junior. Johnson a screen on Adams. Pass to Johnson. Over Jones. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
Here's Adams. Back to Jones. And here's Adams. Throws it up high. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First team foul. At the line for your home team, Jones. Shooting 1.
That's good from Jones. The visitors with the ball.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Big Daddy from outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Newton. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. A quick shot there. It's off target.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Here's the prodigy. Pass to Person. Here's Big Daddy. Jones grabs the board. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Pass to Big Daddy. There's the triple. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Adams. Missed inside. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Now here's Johnson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Second chance shot. Person. And that one drops for him.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Newton. From down in the low post, it goes. Gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's the prodigy. Adams covering. Johnson against Jones. The shot by Johnson, no good. Shooting just 38% so far in this one. Pass to Newton. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Newton's got his second basket of the game. Shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Here's Big Daddy. To the middle. Here's Junior. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Here's Armstrong. Oh, wow. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the prodigy. Still no points. Outside Johnson. Second chance effort. And it's Junior missing. Gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10 to the inside. Here's Adams. The rebound by the prodigy.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Big Daddy's shot is good.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Back to Adams. Here's Armstrong. Let's go with a 3. Tipped. Johnson on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. The shot by Big Daddy, no good. Pass to Adams. Shots blocked. Here's the prodigy. No good with a layup.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
And there's the drive. Pass to Adams. Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
The home team calls timeout.
Last year, as expected, they had very little trouble against these guys.
All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Adams against Clark. Adams, the pass to Longley. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Here's Big Daddy, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And Holmes with the block. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Adams. Pass to Hansen. From 11 feet away. Unable to get that one. Here's Big Daddy, defended by Holmes. Big Daddy, the pass to Clark. He's off on the layup. Adams against Clark. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Leading by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
So it's the home team now. It's a 3-point game. They've got Hardy, and it's Cousins in at the 2 spot. And he buries his first look. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, BA, I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
And it's Weber in at the power forward position. They've got Hardy, and it's Moore in at the center position. Jones against Cousins. Pass to Hardy, inside. And it's Gray in at the point. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Now here's Jones. Shoots over Cousins. Jones misses.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
They've got Hardy, and it's Moore in at the 5, down low.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Shooting 37% from the floor at this point. And it's Big Daddy in at the small forward position. Green covering. Pass to Big Daddy. The 3-ball. Adams grabs the miss. Shooting 35% so far in this one. Hanson passes to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Shooting for the away team. Phoenix at the line for one.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. We've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Adams attacking. Can't get it to fall.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
First personal foul, third team foul. Shooting for the away team. Guzman at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Longley. Pass to Cousins. They set a pick. Over to the left wing. Adams attacking. Shot from the low block. Drained it for 2 points. Adams has got his first points of the game. Here's Clark. No points so far. Here's Big Daddy. Back to Clark. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Going inside, lays it up and banks it in. Clark's gotten his first points of the night.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Cousins against Jones. Pass to Adams. Back to Cousins. Over Jones. Cousins can't hit.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Jones in the post. Cousins on him. Here's Person. Defended by Holmes. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Clark against Adams. They set the screen to the paint. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Down low. Here's Cousins. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And the visitors call time here. And we're getting a little deeper into the season now, Doris. For teams off to slow starts, how do they kick it into gear?
I think the answer, BA, is probably contingent on what is at the core of the problem. Did you start the season with injuries? Are there young players on your roster who now are expected to fulfill greater roles? I mean, so much goes into getting into a rhythm and a role. One of the things you have to know is, does the system fit the personnel we have? And if one of those two things don't mesh, something has to give.
Up top, Johnson. Over Jones. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Pass to Moore. Here's the prodigy. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Here's the prodigy. He's scoreless. Here's Higgins. Gets the three to fall.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's the prodigy. Yes, it's good. The prodigy's gotten his first basket of the night.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Here's the prodigy. Misses in close. Pass to the prodigy. Higgins grabs the miss. Gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. The shot's good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's the prodigy. On the wing, Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes. Away team foul.
The home team calls timeout.
First personal foul.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Hardy, he's checked in for more. It's the 2K leaderboard showing the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Jones from outside hits the trifecta. Jones has got 8 points.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. The prodigy passes to Big Daddy, and here's Junior outside. Hardy grabs the board. Gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. A minute 31 left in the half. Here's the prodigy. Higgins grabs the miss.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Johnson passes to the prodigy. Here's Higgins. Pass to the prodigy. Fades and shoots. And the basket by Higgins. 7 points in the game.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
54 seconds left in the second period. Here's the prodigy. On the take, it falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Johnson against Jones. Johnson passes to Higgins. Now here's Johnson, defended by Jones. Johnson inside, working on Jones. Offensive board. Pass to the prodigy. Here's Big Daddy. Here's Higgins. Fader on the way. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Up 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Give me a beat. And measuring up the shot. Nice try. That's it. Give it up for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
I'm gonna call my agent now.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the visiting team.
They have outworked and outperformed their opponents so far. Didn't come in as the favorites, but they might be the favorites now.
Classic underdog story, but they still need to write the ending.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. shooting the ball at 43% from the field. They've got Hardy, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. They've got Johnson, and it's Junior in at the 5. Here's the prodigy. Outside Jones. And it's Junior with the rebound. Shooting pretty well at 45%. Pass to Big Daddy. Outside Johnson. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Higgins. Newton pulls it in. Newton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hardy. Pass to the prodigy. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And he can't get that one. The prodigy's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Now Junior. Here's the prodigy. Johnson on the wing. Cash money on the open jump shot. Johnson's got 6.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's the prodigy. Pass to Jones. And there's the screen. Here's Hardy to snap the cold streak. And it's Junior with the rebound. Junior's got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Here's Johnson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Back to Jones. Big Daddy grabs a board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Right side Johnson. Pass to Higgins. And the layup is good. He's got 9.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
The home team calls timeout. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe DeMar said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. The Prodigy passes to Jones. Here's the Prodigy. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's the Prodigy. That one's good for 2. The Prodigy's gotten 4 this quarter.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Pass to Hardy. Driving inside. Got it.
Boy, George Gervin asked the feathery touch on the finger roll. Don't see that too much anymore.
Here's Big Daddy. Here's Johnson over Jones. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's the Prodigy. On the wing, Jones. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Here's Adams. Pass to Newton. Here's Hardy. Shot clock at 6. Armstrong passes to the Prodigy. The 3 is up. Higgins grabs the miss.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Jones with the ball. Here's Gray. From outside, off the mark. Gone, only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Here's the Prodigy. Pass to Adams. Here's the Prodigy. Back to Adams.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Armstrong. 3-pointer. And it's hauled in by Gray. Pass to Higgins. 3-pointer. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's the Prodigy. Count it. The Prodigy's got 6 points.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Pass to Gray. Now here is Junior. Outside Jones. Here's Higgins. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Higgins has got 7 points here in the quarter.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Here's Hardy. Pass to the Prodigy. Sinks that one from the post. Give him 8 points now.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Gray. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Higgins. Shoots over Hardy. Higgins misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 16. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. We've got Green, and it's Longley in at the 4. Pass to Towns. He shoots a 3. Rebounded by Green. Shooting only 39% so far in the game. Jones against Adams. Here's the Goretz. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance. Zagoratz has got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Jones feels it out. To the inside. Rebounded by Green. Here's the Goretz. He's guarded by White. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
On the wing, Jones. Adams covering. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Jones against Adams. Jones misses.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's the Goretz. Out to the wing. Here's Adams. Tries again. And it's Green missing.
Not a great decision there. With a defender in your grill, kick it out.
Outside Jones. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First team foul. At the line for the away team, Jones. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. Good on both. Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Towns with a rebound. Gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Pass to Johnson. It's stolen away. And here's Adams from the arc. It's not going to go for him.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Defended by Holmes. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, second team foul.
On Thursday, then on Sunday.
For the away team, Phoenix. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. So it's the home team now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Jones feels it out. Pass to Newton. Here's Armstrong, covered by Junior. Here's the prodigy. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And he's going for the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Here's the prodigy. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And there's a pick. Pass to Jones. Off target at the rim. Gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Outside Johnson. Here's the prodigy. Lets it fly. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
The home team calls timeout.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go. You must let your dancing shoes at home. Bring those moves.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Jones. Here's the prodigy. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Personal foul, first team foul. At the line for your home team, number 7. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Higgins. The shot. Junior, left side. Pass to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Higgins. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Johnson. And the layup falls.
They're really working the paint now.
Shooting just 37% so far in this one. Pass to Newton. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
Here's Higgins. Back to Johnson. Another shot. The rebound by the prodigy.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
It's stolen by Johnson. Gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Higgins. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Pass to Junior. Here's the prodigy. Good. And the assist goes to Junior.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
There's 49 seconds left in the game. There's a screen. Back to Jones. Over Johnson. Jones misses. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Jones against Johnson. And so the road team gets the W in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.